Hey, Candace here from A Touch of Homeschooling, and I am excited to talk to y'all about another new curriculum I tried out. I recently got to try out CTCMath, and I really like it. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about what we thought about it, a little bit more about it, how it works, and some of the reasons why it is honestly one of my new favorite math curriculums so far. Okay, so CTCMath, what is it, how it works? So, like I said before, it's an online math curriculum. It was founded by Pat Murray. He's kind of a guy that I've heard about before. I know he's pretty popular. A lot of people really like his teaching style. You know, he's kind of really well known for just teaching math. As I was looking him up, I actually learned that he has 10 kids that him and his wife have homeschooled, which is a lot. So anybody who has taught that many of their own kids, any subject for that matter, and I mean, as many children as he has tutored and helped along the way, he does really kind of know a lot about teaching math. And one of the things that I think is big with him in terms of his curriculum and his teaching style is that he likes to do more short teaching sessions and then let the children practice, which is something that I really like, because sometimes we'll come across curriculums where they're just instructing for so long and talking for so long and teaching for so long, and my children just tune out, right? Like they just kind of like, oh, okay, why is that squirrel running outside? Like they're not paying attention. So I really liked in CTCMath that the videos are short and they are sweet, and then the children get time to practice the exercises, which has been very helpful. So a little bit more about the curriculum overall. It is for kindergarten through 12th grade. I tried it out with my two older children, which are in 2nd and 6th grade for math. So that's kind of what we got to explore with it. So how CTCMath works is that you, as the teacher, you'll kind of set up a teacher account and you get to assign the lessons for your students. So unlike, maybe other curriculums where they'll kind of have like pre-planned out, here's what you're going to teach and when, and they kind of have a lot planned out, you get to decide how you want to go. And although y'all know I love something that plans things out for me, I do also really like when I have control over what my child learns and the order, and so I think that is very nice. It is a mastery-based program, so in essence you'll assign the lessons. The children will watch a short video that explains how to do them, and then they'll have practice questions. Sometimes there's worksheets as well that you can download, and then they'll work through them, and once they've reached a certain, once they've completed the questions and they get a certain grade, they're able to move on to the next lesson. And you as the parent get to decide what percentage they need to get to pass and move on to the next one, which I really like. So depending on if you want, maybe a more rigorous curriculum or, more strict, hey, math is super important to us, we really want to focus on this, maybe you can make it a higher pass grade. Or if you're like, hey, I just want them to get through it, you can pick a lower pass grade. It really just kind of depends on where your student's at, what your kind of goals are with the homeschooling and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. I know some other math curriculums are more spiral, where they'll teach something, and then they'll do a review. And like another curriculum that my daughters use, there's a cumulative review at the end of each chapter. So they'll pull back other things. They kind of go back and touch on other things just to make sure that children don't forget stuff, which I do think is nice. So CTCMath doesn't have that built in, but what they do have is an area where you they have like a question bank wizard, they call it, I think. Something like that. Anyways, they have a question bank area where you can go in and you can pull up questions from any lesson, any subject or whatever, any math concept, and review them. So although it's not built into just the typical assignment lesson area, you can add in that spiral review if you think that's something that your child needs. So I think that's kind of neat. A few things that we liked about it. I liked the mastery area in terms of they had these things called mastery stars. And so as the child's working through the questions, as they get a certain number right, they'll get they'll earn a certain colored star. And the more that they get right, the different colored stars that they get. This was very motivating for my children. My younger daughter especially, who typically is trying to get out of any and all extra work possible, she would go back a couple times and want to do it again so she could get the next star. They also have confetti when you get 100%, which all of my kids were excited to tell me when they got confetti. So, I mean, they're little things, but, they work to kind of help motivate my children. So Math is one of those subjects that is typically not terribly exciting. You don't find too many children who were like, oh, math was so fun today, once they get past like the early years. So I like that they kind of add those little touches in there that kind of, like I said, keep my children interested. I've sat down and watched some of the videos. I feel like the instructor does a really good job, of making it a little fun where you can. If you're demonstrating stuff and you're drawing pictures, or they're counting this or they're counting that, they're talking about bananas or green bananas or just silly stuff, which is really, making a dry subject fun, and it was making it more engaging for my daughter. Like I said, especially my younger one, who, like, any excuse to get out of work. She's the one who's like, we're talking about whatever, and then she's like, why is the sky blue? And I'm like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So the fact that she is getting through these videos well, she's focusing, she's understanding the concepts, I really consider that a huge win, and they definitely get a thumbs up for me in terms of the videos being short and engaging, but, to the point. So a few other things that we liked about the curriculum. I like that it's convenient. It's all completely online. You can use it on computer, tablet, mobile, which is all really nice. It is super affordable. Right now they have they're offering a half price membership for for homeschool families. So it's like $20 a month. You get access to all the lessons across all the subjects for your whole family. Like $20 a month for all of my kids to do math is, I think, like fabulous, especially for big families. That is just a huge benefit, bonus, what's the word I want here? It's a really good deal, okay? Like, that's what we're talking about. That, I think, is really, really nice. Something else that's really nice about the way that they structure their membership is that your child can move through the course as fast or as slow as they need to. The fact that you get access to all the lessons, across all grade levels is really nice. So it's like maybe you guys are cruising through and your kid's ready to move on to the next grade. You don't have to buy a whole new curriculum, or if your child needs to go back and like rewatch a couple videos and repractice a certain area, you're not worried about how long is this taking? Are we going to finish in time? Or, oh no, my kid's going through so fast and I have to buy another curriculum. Or like we started this curriculum when we were partway through another one. And so I wasn't stuck like paging through busy work and, well, have we done this or have we done that? And just trying to figure out where we should start, or should we start at the beginning so we don't miss anything? Like, none of that was ever an issue. I could just scroll through, I could pick the lessons, like, oh, sure knows how to do that, moving on, let's assign this one, and go from there. And the way that the assignment works, like, it's super easy. If you want to go check out the full review on my website, I walk you through step by step how to do it, but it's super easy, and you can assign like as many lessons, tasks, assignments you want ahead of time. So like you could plan out the whole semester and just set it all up to go, and that you never even have to look at it again if you wanted, or you can go in there, every week and pick what you want. Like, it's very flexible in how you use the curriculum, which I think is really, really nice. And one of my very favorite features of CTCMath is that no grading. Woo! Y'all know, working homeschool mom, I don't have a lot of time for really anything, let's be perfectly honest, but definitely like anything that takes something off my plate is a huge win for me. So everything was already graded. Grading is one of those things that sometimes I struggle to remember to go do, and so it was really nice. I never even had to think about it. The grading's all added in. Even for the worksheets, they have them set up so the children can enter the information and get those graded without you having to look at it. So I think that was fabulous. They also send you like progress reports every week, so I can see like, okay, this is how many lessons they did, this was their average grade, just so you can check in and make sure that, for the children who tend to work more independently and you're not like, eyeballs on them the entire time, you can see how much they got done, and how well they're doing and if they're struggling and, whatnot. So I thought those were really, really nice. Overall, love CTCMath. My younger daughter, this is going to be her current like long-term math curriculum. Really, really enjoyed it. My older daughter, she liked it, but huge fan of worksheets. So she did go back to another curriculum that she's used in the past, but this is kind of like my extra practice curriculum for her now. So anytime she's, working through her current one, and maybe she's struggling or she has an area that she's just not getting it, this is the one that I go put her back on, because she can watch the videos. A lot of times they explain it in a way that helps her understand it a little bit better, and she can do all the practice problems. She can kind of just refresh her mind, better understand the concept, and then go back to the other one. I mean, look, if it was just up to me, I would just have her using this one because it's far more convenient for me, and I think it's really good for her. But she likes worksheets, she likes the other one. I want her to like to do her schoolwork, so that one's really good. But anytime that she ever needs extra practice, extra study time, you know what I mean, I put her back on this one. And it's kind of one of my things I really like about it, that I can take it or leave it as I want. You know, I like my children to enjoy their curriculums and want to do them, and I don't like to fight about that. So I like having stuff that maybe we can come back to or set aside, and you know what I mean, not have to be like, oh crap, we have this one, we're stuck using it, we can't switch, da da. Like, no. I want to be able to be flexible with it, and I really like that CTCMath lets you do that. You know, it works very well as a full curriculum if that's what you're looking for. But if you just want something that you can use for extra practice, that you can use whenever your child gets stuck, or if they just need maybe a short period of time where they just need some extra information, some extra, you know, prep time, questions, you know, maybe just explained in a different way, I think this is a really, really good tool for that as well. So definitely go check it out. If you want to read my full review, the link is down in the description box, or if you watch on Instagram, it's in my bio. Go check it out. I go into all the details about how the membership works, how CTC works, you know, who will this program be a really, really good fit for? Like, you know, what type of homeschoolers would I think get a lot out of this? You know, maybe a few more things that we liked about it. Go check it out. Lots of good information. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you soon.